Hi everyone, back here again for another video. Today I'm making something a little bit different from my usual videos. I decided to make this as I'm just so happy to find an alternative for my Airpods, which is this SOUNDPEATS TrueAir2. But for all you iPad fans watching, I will still have a section in this video to show how I use this with my iPad, plus some tips using shortcuts. If you want to jump directly to that part, check out the timestamps in the description box below. The SOUNDPEATS TrueAir2 is a great alternative and maybe even an AirPods replacement. Why? Well, let's talk about the obvious one first, which is the price difference. The SOUNDPEATS TrueAir2 comes at around 35 USD. And maybe if you're lucky like me, you can get this at a lower price because I got this for 890 Thai baht, which is around 2850 USD. It's just so affordable and not crazy expensive like the AirPods. Considering the cheap price, how it looks is not that bad. I got the black one so it won't look like an AirPods knockoff, but also to hide or keep it away from dirt. This black color along with the logo that's on the earpiece is a nice touch, and I feel it looks better than the white one. This logo has some functions too, which we'll see later in the video. The form of the SOUNDPEATS TrueAir2 is what I prefer, and it's similar size as the AirPods, as my ear shape cannot handle the pressure caused when using an in-ear headphones. The SOUNDPEATS earpiece is thicker though compared to the AirPods, so I don't fully push it inside my ear because when I use this for long hours, I feel it quite uncomfortable after an hour or so, and so my ears start to feel the pressure. The SOUNDPEATS is a bit shorter than the AirPods, but basically looks very similar with the AirPods. On this stem of the SOUNDPEATS is where the charging ports are located, and this should be correctly plugged or attached to the charging port in the case. This also has the light on each side that lights up in white when connected to a device. As for the case, the quality is not at all close to the AirPods. This is very plasticky, and if I am not careful in opening it and I overextend it, I'm sure it will break. So I just need to be really careful and everything should be okay. The size is almost the same as the AirPods case, so it's very convenient to carry around. It's also charged by using a USB connector and has this red light indicator beside it, and what it only does is light up while charging and it turns off when the battery is full. As for the sound quality, I can say for me, it is up to par to the AirPods. I cannot deny the sound of the AirPods is really good, but for me, I'm not an audio professional or an audiophile and just an average user. So I'm quite satisfied with the SOUNDPEATS sound quality. I was actually quite surprised because I wasn't expecting it to be this really good because of the cheap price. That is why I'm so happy that I found this and got to replace my broken AirPods. I'm not an audio expert, so forgive me for not knowing the right words to use when describing the sound quality. But how I can describe it is that I can hear the balanced music, but I think this is quite bass heavy. Not that overpowering though, but it's quite noticeable. Even at 50% volume, the sound is loud enough that it can make me go into my own world when I want to concentrate. It can drown the background noise quite well. So, sorry again if I don't have all the right words to describe the sound quality, so I leave it for you to watch the audio experts. I've linked some YouTube videos below that helped me made my decision to buy the SOUNDPEATS TrueAir2. The quality of the calls is also good. I can hear the other line well, and the other person can hear me clearly too. Even if there's some background noise, the call line is clear. One tip when answering calls: when my phone rings and I pick it up using my phone, it will not connect the audio to my SOUNDPEATS, even if I'm already connected and was listening to music. I have to switch the audio to select manually my SOUNDPEATS. So when picking up calls, I have to remember to double tap on the buds so I can hear and speak via the SOUNDPEATS. As for the battery life, so far it's really good. I used this the longest for nonstop for around 4 hours, and I did not even drain the battery, and it was around 20% or so. So I think I can use this to watch a whole movie. As for the case, according to SOUNDPEATS, it can charge up to 4 times. One tip I want to highlight is that if the case is totally out of charge, which happened to me once, when I put the buds back in it, it did not disconnect to my device and the music continuously played. So make sure the case is always has some juice left in it. There's no battery indicator on the case, so what I noticed is that when it's fully charged, or at least not low battery yet, it shows the dark green color here. But once the case battery is running a bit low, the indicator becomes light green. So I use this as the indicator for me to charge up the case. I can connect my SOUNDPEATS TrueAir2 to multiple devices, but I cannot use it like Airpods that I can easily switch devices. So what I did then is a workaround where I created shortcuts which are synced to all my Apple devices. Not the ideal way, but it works for me. So if you have other ways to do this, let me know by leaving a comment below. So I created 2 simple shortcuts. One is to turn off Bluetooth, and the other is to connect to a Bluetooth device. So when I'm first connected to my iPad, let's say, and I want to use the SOUNDPEATS on my iPhone, I use the turn off Bluetooth shortcut in my iPad, and then I wait for the pairing indicator to show. Here it's the red blinking light on the buds. And then in my iPhone, I use the SOUNDPEATS shortcut to connect the SOUNDPEATS to my iPhone. And it's now connected to my iPhone. One thing I noticed though, that once I turn off Bluetooth from one device and then I immediately click on my shortcut to connect to SOUNDPEATS, it doesn't connect right away and I will get this error that it cannot pair. So what I noticed is that if I unpair it, turn off Bluetooth from my iPhone, for example, I need to give it a few seconds before pressing on the SOUNDPEATS shortcut on my iPad to connect. So let me show you how to create this simple shortcuts. So obviously we'll go to the Shortcuts app, click on plus to create a new one, and search for Bluetooth. So here we're creating first the shortcut to turn off Bluetooth. So select the action Set Bluetooth, and here obviously we will turn Bluetooth off. So put a name on this and then save it, and then it should be synced then to all the Apple devices if you have turned on iCloud. Next one, we'll create the second shortcut to connect to the SOUNDPEATS. So again, search for Bluetooth, and this time we will set Bluetooth to turn on. And then the next action is to select the destination. So type in the keyword destination and choose the action Set Playback Destination. Here you need to make sure that the SOUNDPEATS is connected to your device, so you can choose it here, and then the set destination can be then set to the SOUNDPEATS. Again, put a name on this shortcut, and then it's all saved once you click on done. So hope this video gave you more idea about the SOUNDPEATS TrueAir2 and how it works with the iPad and also the iPhone. If you find this useful or to show your support to my channel, please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment below. That's it. Thanks for watching.